Hello guys. So today we're going to be doing some more brushing and tracing of some of my other Pokemon cards. This is a binder that I worked on when I was a lot younger, so it's organized quite a bit differently than the last binder we looked at, or with how I organize them now. As you can see, I have a roughly drawn Pikachu here that I drew when I was a kid, and I cut him out. As you can see, the tail's not outlined and separate. I put him in the front of this so that it could kind of be a mascot for my binder, so I'd know what's in the binder. But this one I organized based on color of the type. So we're going to be looking at a bunch of fire type Pokemon, and I organized them by evolutionary line. So look at the first page here. We have a whole Charmander and a Charmeleon page. So this first Charmander card is a bit of an old one, and he has only 50 HP with tail wrap and flare. I don't remember what this symbol signifies in terms of what series it's from, but I do know with that thick border and that symbol, it's from a bit of an older series. We have a bit of a newer one. This little Charmander here. They like to draw him in desert-like areas, it looks like. Another 50 HP Charmander. He has Headbutt and Slash. This is moves here. With a bit more flexibility in the fact that you don't have to use any fire energy for his attacks. This is really cute artwork of him looking a lot more like a salamander as he's walking on all fours out in a little field here on a sunny day. He has Retaliate, which does 10 damage times the number of damage counters on Charmander, and Flame Tail. This is a Charmander from the era of including the level numbers. Has Gnaw, which surprisingly doesn't take any energy at all. You can just use that first turn. And Lava Burn does 10 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. This is definitely one of my favorite little Charmander artworks. I like how dramatic they did all the colors and shading. Looks like he's out on like a volcano or something. He has Draw In. Attach 2 fire energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon. And Flare, which does 20 damage. We have a smiling little Charmander here. This little fellow's at level 13. And he has Call for Friends. You can search your deck for a fire-type basic Pokemon, show it to your opponent, and put it into your hand. Also has this move, Steady Fire Breathing. I think it's interesting when you have this many of the same type of Pokemon laid out. You can see how creative they got with naming the move types and things like that. It's like these cards all basically do the same thing in terms of HP and how much damage the attacks do, but they really go all in on naming them different things. We have a very watercolor looking Charmander, 60 HP with Scratch and Ember. He gets to do 30 damage, but you discard a fire type energy attached to this Pokemon. This little fella's looking a little bit lost. Looks like it's raining, so he'd better watch out and find shelter. This might be a throwback to the Charmander that becomes Ash's Charizard in the anime. Scratch and Flame Tail. Usual 10 and 20 damage for Charmander. We have a very stylized Charmeleon from that older set here. He gets double Scratch and Flamethrower. Now, I have to readjust the binder because as a kid, I didn't think, well, I still don't really think about just putting them all on one side. Here we go. Here's the rest of what I had for Charizards and Charmeleons at the time. This little guy's adorable. Looks like he's hunting some, well, he's searching for Pokeberries here. There's a little Altaria in the background, or a Swablu, I should say. He has Flare and Raging Claws. I like his artwork a bit more because it's, I guess, a bit truer to the video game artwork. We have a Charizard here, one of the newer ones. He has Split Bomb, which does 40 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon, and Scorching Fire. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energies. And at the end of using this move, you have to discard a fire energy attached to the Pokemon. So you're really putting it all on the line with this one, and it takes a lot of build-up. This is one of the much older Charizard cards, and I remember this one was one of my best cards as a kid. This was definitely one of those kind of game enders if I'd play with folks from school. I'd just pull him out with his 120 damage and 120 HP, and goodbye. Game over. Next, we're moving on to the Cyndaquil line from the Johto region. This little Cyndaquil is able to use Tackle without having to do any energies, and Live Coal. Little mouse, fire mouse Pokemon. We have a Quilava here. He has Fireworks as a move, which is kind of cute to think about. Flip a coin. If tails, discard a fire energy attached to Cool Lava. This is some cute little artwork. A little close up. We have a Cool Lava backed by a little snowscape here. Move Mini Eruption. Discard the top card of your deck. If that card is an energy card, this attack does 30 more damage. So that's pretty interesting. For 2 energy, that is a pretty good move considering it does at least 30 damage. And then if you happen to have an energy card on the top of your deck, it'll do 60 damage for just 2 energy. Pretty good. Down here we have another Quilava with Flare and Flamethrower. 60 damage, but you have to discard an energy. Typhlosion here. This is one of my older cards, and it's got a little bend in it. When I was a kid, before I got this binder, I used to just keep all of them in a little shoebox, so it wasn't the best. Keeping cards nice and in good shape. His Pokebody was Burning Aura. As long as Typhlosion is your active Pokemon, put 1 damage counter on each active Pokemon between turns. So that's a little tough, as that hurts you too. Flickering Flames. Offending Pokemon's now asleep. It's pretty cool seeing a fire type move that can put another Pokemon on sleep status. And Rage does 50 damage, plus 10 more damage for each damage counter on Typhlosion. So I guess that's where the Burning Aura comes in. You can damage yourself to inflict more damage on the opponent. Here we have a nice close-up of Typhlosion getting ready to attack. He has Massive Eruption. Discard the top 5 cards on your deck. This attack does 80 damage times the number of energy cards. So holy smokes. 1 energy for 80 damage times the number of energy cards you discard. I wonder if this was ever illegal or something to play. That seems like too much. Although I guess you run into the risk of, if you don't discard any, then it's going to do no damage. But if you have a normal deck, you should have quite a bit of energies floating around in there. He has Flare Destroy. Discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. Then discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. That's nifty. Here we have our last Typhlosion up here. He almost looks like he's doing a little dance in this picture. He has Magma Punch rather than Fire Punch. And Fire Spin. Discard 2 energy attached to Typhlosion. It seems pretty pricey for only 120 damage. A little Torchic here. Getting some apples. Getting up to trouble here, but looking cute while doing so. His Peck and Live Coal is his moves. We have another cute little Torchic running around in a field. Maybe he's on a farm. With Quick Attack. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. It's pretty nice. I have a reverse holographic little Torchic here. Seems to be using his Fire Shard move. Focus Energy. During your next turn, Torchic's Fire Shard attack. Its base damage is 80. And then Fire Shard, flip a coin. If tails, the attack does nothing. So you could get pretty lucky if you used that. And then Fire Shard following, and you got heads. 80 damage for 1 energy and a little bit of luck. This little guy's giving us the look over the shoulder. He has Super Singe. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now burned. So for 1 energy and 10 damage, that's pretty snazzy. I think early game I'd just be spamming the heck out of that. Combuskin. It's a fighting type in this card. Focus Energy. Just pretty much doing the same thing as this Focus Energy, and that high jump kick space attack damage will be 70 after he uses it. Another Combustin. Looks like he's out in the field training. The young foul Pokemon. He has Fire Breathing. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 20 damage, plus 20 more damage. And high jump kick again. A Blaziken with Fire Punch and double kick. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 50 damage times the number of heads. And another really looks like he's going for the Falcon Punch here. Another Blaziken with Spreading Flames. Attach 3 fire energy cards from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like. That's pretty nice for conserving resources there and recycling resources. And Heat Blow. Discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. For 100 damage for just 1 energy being discarded at a 2 energy move, that's pretty nice. We swap it over to the left page here. So we are moving to one last Blaziken. He has Clutch, which is a little hard to see here, and Burning Shot. That is some pretty crazy holographic artwork there. Clutch, the defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. Burning Shot is another one of those discard 2 energy attack. This attack does 150 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Little Chimchar here with Scratch, which does 10 damage with no energy cost. Ember. Flip a coin. If tails, discard a fire energy attached to Chimchar. This one looks like he's swinging around a forest at fall time. He has Bite and Fire Punch. Cute little face. This, I can guarantee you, is from like the Diamond. This is like Diamond and Pearl era or something Pokemon card because it has the jank looking art. It's like the 3D kind of like modeling or the CG'd artwork, and I don't love it. Another little Chimchar here, swinging through a little woodland. He has the same, I think this is just alternate artwork from the same set because I guess it's a different set, but it's the exact same card. This I know is from like Steam Siege or something because he's got a gear in his mouth, which is like the really big kind of prevailing theme in those. Is the steampunk kind of aspect of it. Like every one of the cards in that series has like a gear or something mechanical going on, or like a flying castle in the background or something. We have some Monferno. This one looks like he's scaling a wall here. He's got Scratch and Flare. These two look like they must be from the same kind of set, so they have a very similar setting. Fire Tail Slap. Flip a coin. If tails, discard fire energy attached to Monferno. And Paralyzing Gaze. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. So that's an interesting card to see on just a fire type. And we have Monferno with Flame Dance and Fury Swipes. Pretty snazzy. Next page here. Continue with Infernape up top. This is when they were bringing back some of the gym leader cards. This is Infernape. It's the Elite Four's Infernape. Forgive me, I don't remember this guy's name. I'd like to say it's like Flint or something, but correct me if I'm wrong or if you remember his proper name. And he gets to be a basic card, seeing as he's a gym leader's. He has Split Bomb, which is pretty much just like the Charizard Split Bomb, except it only does 20 damage to 2 Pokemon on the opponent's team. And High Jump Kick. This is a really, really pretty Infernape card. Nice holographic effect there. This is Signature Flare Blitz. Discard all fire energy attached to this Pokemon. And Flare Up. If you have fewer than 10 fire energy cards in your discard pile, this attack does nothing. Shuffle 10 fire type energies from your discard pile into your deck. Wow, that's quite the setup that this card would require, but 200 damage from 2 energies, plus you get to recycle 10 fire type energies. That's kind of brutal. It does make it so you're not going to be able to use it twice, but the right setup, that's pretty good. Level 44 Infernape with Rushing Flames and Rage. Now these are super cute, and I'm a little sad that I don't have the third card in this set, because these tell a story, and I love these cards that they implemented that give you a little story. So in this one, you see his Tepig. He's been given like as a gift or something to this little boy who's sitting here with his mom and dad. And when we see Pignite, which is that same Tepig again, the boy's grown up. He's got a younger sister. It looks like it's about the same age he used to be. His parents are a little older. And I think in the third card, once he's finally an Emboar, the boy's like an adult with his own kid or something like that. I just love these cards. They're so sweet and so wholesome. We have an Emboar that really means business. It's ready to rock and roll. Fire Breathing and Fire Blast. And then we move to the Fennekin line here. I think this is another one of those story cards, because we see Chikorita here, and I think they continue having adventures. If you keep with the same series of card with Fennekin. Fennekin is Will-O-Wisp, which we haven't seen in a little bit. Usually they like to put that on the ghost types. And Tail Whip. Flip a coin. If heads, a defending Pokemon can't attack during your opponent's next turn. Fennekin with Invite Out. Now that's an interesting one. Flip a coin. If heads, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon. That's probably a card I wouldn't use, but I'm someone who really likes just doing damage. There's probably some strategy for that. And we have breaks in here. I think the best kind of form of this evolutionary line. Destructive Flame. Flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy attached to the opponent's active Pokemon. And Crackling Ribbon. I suppose that's what this would be. The little flame ribbon here. It does 30 damage. So, I think I'll leave this little flip through and tracing here for now. Let me know if you guys would like to continue through this binder. We'd be moving through the rest of the fire types. And I believe electricity would be next based on how I ordered the colors to kind of be in like rainbow order. And then it kind of falls off as we get to like steel and dark and stuff. So, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have recognized any of these cards and have kind of fun stories or fond memories about them. And let me know what your guys' favorite fire starter is. It's always fun to hear what people's favorites are, because sometimes folks have them all in the same generation or two, and sometimes folks really spread it out with what favorites they have. But thank you guys again for tuning in to explore some more Pokemon cards with me. I do find it fun going through some of these older cards that I may have forgotten about and kind of sharing those with you. So I hope that you folks have a great day or afternoon. And I will see you guys in the next video.